And we are back after how long?
And they're off.
2 weeks?
You
Another
said
2
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we went like 2 weeks without an upload.
My Discord is freaking out.
And then another 2 weeks. Because every time it comes to recording day, what do we have? We had Dad's birthday.
Oh, yes.
And then we had I think he had a surprise visit.
Yes. That's right. We were supposed to record that day.
But we're here now. And so hopefully we'll get something done.
Of course we will.
Yeah, you say that.
What are you worried about? My Audacity is open. I am ready to record.
The technicalities of your machine are not my concern. The technicalities of your mind and body. That's another thing altogether.
Oh.
I'm also trying to get back into piano, so maybe I'll pick up a song here or there. There was a song I wanted to learn in this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Will you let us know when it comes on?
Sure. I don't think it comes on until like a bit later, maybe. Alright. So, where are we?
Why do they have some like ancient relic on their wall?
It's the Aztec painting that
It's like something from the Aztecs.
So we were with Anji and Butler. Okay, he was taking her back to the guest house to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And we were preparing for a Halloween party, I believe.
This is Halloween. Halloween.
Alright, let's start. Outside, the rain had started to pour down hard. However, inside the cousin room, it was loud and cheery. It could have been raining spears and no one would have paid any attention. Full house! Take that! Oh, whoa. You weren't bluffing. The cousins were all bursting with energy, sitting in a circle, I think. Sitting in a circle on the bed.
And I thought Battler always had crap in his hands every time he acted tough.
Of course I've been losing all this time just to make you think that. You're sure me a Battler, the man who loses strategically to win in the end.
Ooh, Battler's incredible. All my coins have disappeared again. I'll give you some of mine. Let's crush Battler together, okay?
With just a deck of cards, the cousins could enjoy themselves for hours and hours. They were so engrossed that the occasional thunderbolt hardly even registered as static in the background. I'm starting to get hungry. I wonder if dinner's ready yet.
Who knows? It should be ready soon. Goda-san and the others really went all out for tonight.
Which means we've got a lot to look forward to. Is this to celebrate my long-awaited return? I heard from Shannon just now that it's going to be a Halloween party. They'll set up a buffet in the hall. Sounds incredible.
A Halloween party? Incredible! Ooh! Yeah, who is it?
There was a knock, the door opened, and Anji was there. She had been sleeping in her parents' room. Hey, Anji! So, you woke up?
They said it's time for dinner, so we have to go to the mansion. They said to get ready.
Perhaps because she was the hungriest, Maria celebrated more vigorously than anyone else. She jumped up happily and hopped off the bed. As the others all clambered off the bed and started putting their shoes on, Kyrie and Rudolph came into view. Hey, you brats! Time for food, so get ready.
It looks like today will be extra special. I can't wait to see it.
Ooh, I know! It's a Halloween party! A Halloween party? I know, and Angie doesn't. Mom, what's a Halloween party?
Who knows? We'll have to go and see for ourselves.
Everyone ready? It's about time to go. Is everyone here? Please follow me. Maria, over here. Your collar's crooked.
Oh, I'm starving. The food is the best part of these family conferences. Are you starving too, Auntie Chan?
Ava smiled at Angie.
Yeah. I'm starving.
Auntie, that's I'm hungry, right? Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll bet you're starving. My stomach's rumbling too.
Okay, let's get out of here. Looks like the wind's blowing hard outside. Make sure you don't lose your umbrellas. Everyone, please take an umbrella.
Here's your umbrella, Auntie Chan.
Thanks, Aunt Ava.
Our girls really are so cute. Come over to play at your aunt's house one of these days. It's a promise, okay?
It looks like Aunt Ava's taken a liking to Angie. Yep. Apparently, Mother really wanted a daughter.
Ah, I've heard that too. I think she adored me too when I was little.
My mama said she really wanted a son. Ooh.
Oh, Maria!
If your kid grows up happily, it doesn't matter if they're a boy or girl. Maria is my precious, precious gift from God.
Oh, that's so harsh.
Come here. When they got outside, the wind was fairly strong. Ava, who had really hit it off with Angie, offered to share an umbrella with the little girl. It was hard to tell what they were chatting so excitedly about, but they seemed to be getting along splendidly already. Battler opened his umbrella as he watched this. His little sister was cute when she clung to him, but she was just as cute and adorable when looking up at someone else with a happy smile. The wind and rain were strong, but even this must have been the perfect spice to heighten their anticipation of the coming meal.
Oh, this is cute.
Every time.
What do you mean every time?
Just something about, like, this time of night and then food coming up is like...
Makes you hungry?
Even though I've had dinner, I just want to eat. I want a milkshake so bad right now. Thanks to some festive decorations, the main hall had been remade into the scene of a Halloween party. The Ushiromiya family always took meals in the dining hall. This was the first time I'd seen a buffet-style party set up in the main hall. This is probably Angie.
Yo, Battler. What is with the yo? Hey, Maria, long time no see.
Bingo! Happy Halloween! Trick or treat!
I have some candy for you, but now is not the time. After all, it's just before a meal.
Thank you, Beatrice-san. I see you're looking as beautiful as ever.
You too, Rosa. You certainly don't look old enough to be a mother.
Have you been drinking? Your ears are looking pretty red there.
Well, after you left, Kinzo said he'd brought this rare drink, so I couldn't help but sample a bit.
And this coming from a person who tells little kids not to eat candy before a meal.
Pardon me. Beatrice-sama, the master is calling for you.
I saw Kinzo beckoning from over by the portrait.
Good grief. When it comes to ceremonies, that man is always so obsessed with form.
It's probably about that ceremony for the gold's return. This is a huge turning point for the Ushiromiya family. You'd better go and play along.
It does make one feel a bit lonely, though.
This won't change the fact that you're the Ushiromiya family alchemist.
Perhaps. Then I'll be back shortly. See you later, okay? According to Genji, today's party has a bit of a theme to it. You'd better look forward to it.
You make it sound like you did any of the work.
You're another one who obsesses too much over details. Later.
Oni-chan, is something going to happen today? Is it a special day?
It looked as though even Anji had picked up on that much. She seemed to be getting tense for no reason. This is a special day for the Ushiromiya family, but it doesn't have anything to do with you personally, so you should just relax.
Okay. That's right. Hey, did you know? I just had a huge secret from Aunt Ava. Even Maria One-chan doesn't know, but I'll tell you.
Oh? So what's this secret?
Okay. I heard that if you get an almond in yours, you win.
A win? Is this like a lottery or something?
Anyway, if you get an almond, you win.
Anji puffed out her cheeks. Apparently, she wanted to be praised for sharing this exciting secret. But just knowing that almonds win doesn't really explain much. Okay, I got it. Thanks for letting me know on that major secret, if that's what you want to call it.
You're mean, Oni-chan. And I even told you my secret.
Anji, her cheeks still puffed out, headed back to where Aunt Ava was. They really are getting along well. Well, I guess I have no problem if it's her aunt. If it was some guy from her class, I don't care if they're in elementary school, it's not happening. No playing with the opposite sex without Ani-chan's approval.
Oh my goodness.
At that moment, Genji's voice rang out. The chatter gradually subsided, and the rain outside once again became apparent. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask for your silence. Silence filled the room. All of the relatives seemed vaguely aware that tonight's festivities consisted of more than a Halloween party. Battler already knew. This was a ceremony to mark the return of the gold, from Kinzo to Beatrice, which had been borrowed for so many years. Now, that fact was being announced by Kinzo himself. He spoke of how this gold had not only restored the Ushiromiya family, but brought it to a level of wealth it had never before experienced. He spoke of how he would finally return this gold to Beatrice, the one who had saved the Ushiromiya family. Kinzo personally handed an ingot, decorated with a bright red ribbon, to Beatrice. This is the debt we owe to 3 generations of Beatrice, the Golden Witch. The Ushiromiya family will never forget it.
Sheesh. If you've nowhere to put it, I'll be happy to take it off your hands.
Beatrice-sama. It was hard to imagine Beato, of all people, getting admonished by Genji. I couldn't help but laugh.
I am Beatrice, the Ushiomiya family alchemist. Tonight, I acknowledge the end of the loan contract for the 10 tons of gold. Now, several decades following my grandmother's generation, the time has come for the eagle that lost one wing to fly once more. I will watch over that eagle, and I pray for its prosperity in all generations to come.
Applause filled the hall. Though she'd managed to make such a dignified speech for once, as soon as it was over, she stuck her tongue out and leered at us. I guess that's about the limit to how long Beato can stay serious.
By passing her name on through the generations, Beatrice the Golden Witch may live for thousands of years. Therefore, even her descendants shall be Beatrice, and all shall be alchemists to this family. The descendants of the Ushirimiya family will praise Beatrice for her gratitude forevermore, and this will be passed on through the generations. This family will always be indebted to Beatrice, and she will always be our family, tied by a noble bond.
Let those who acknowledge this show their recognition with their applause. After Genji's words, the relatives all looked at each other, then started applauding at once.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Beatrice, you are a member of the Ushirimiya family, and that is a bond more sacred than one of blood.
Of course, lending money is more important than being a blood relation.
Beatrice-sama. After that, Kinzo's long-winded speech continued. Tonight, Kinzo would retire as the Ushirimiya head. Then, he announced that he would reveal the distribution of his inheritance. A stir of excitement spread across the siblings in money trouble when they heard that they wouldn't have to wait for Kinzo's death to get their shares.
I am aware that each of you is in trouble with money. This should be enough to resolve all of those problems. But do not grow complacent. This is my inheritance given to you before my death. In the past, though I have been strict, I have always watched over you. However, beginning tonight, your father will cease to provide support of that kind. I shall watch on as you take flight, as though watching down upon you from the heavens. No longer will I interfere. You may live however you please.
Dad.
Father. We understand. We will certainly take flight on our own.
Here and now, all of us siblings swear to work together to make the Ushirimiya family even more prosperous.
That's right. If we stick together, nothing can stand in our way.
Hideyoshi laughed, but Genji admonished him. However, he could understand why they were so happy.
Genji literally is like the true head of the family, trying to keep everybody intact.
Kinzo, how dare you?
So far, the siblings had quarreled ruthlessly over the inheritance. However, this evening, the inheritance had been neatly split apart, and they no longer had any need to scheme for money. In other words, the siblings no longer had any reason to squabble with each other anymore. On the contrary, this was a time for them to join hands and help each other become more and more prosperous. Ava and Rosa were sniffling with tears in their eyes. And so was Rudolph. Perhaps now, despite their ages, they had finally left the nest for real. Tonight, the eagles of the Ushirimiya family would leave Rikkenjima, the nest weaved from the witch's magic, and go their separate ways, with their own power and determination. It made Kinzo think, if only I'd done this from the start. If he had settled the inheritance problem himself, there would have been no need for his children to quarrel at all. Instead, he had acted in a sullen manner and left the problem to them, which had resulted in their strained relationships. Yes, it was all his responsibility. And now the intertwining bonds had been released. It was as though an invisible rope had been wrapped around Kinzo's body. That rope was now gone, and he felt a sense of release he hadn't experienced for many years. 4 siblings stepped forward, and before Kinzo, they swore to all support Kraus, the new head, and lead the family to greater prosperity. Their faces sparkled with an unexpected youthfulness. It was only natural. After all, none of the 4 had made such a natural feeling and promise since the time they were kids. As the vibrancy of their youth returned to them, the siblings made a promise once again. When Kraus finished his announcement, a friendly applause filled the hall. The cousins. And the servants too. Joined in on the applause that continued on and on. Anji watched this, dumbfounded. The 4 siblings were supposed to have quarrelled with each other constantly since they were kids. And they were supposed to have been pointlessly locked swords, with Kinzo's inheritance as their goal, their worries over money spurring them on. Thanks to this ceremony, even the world of truth, the world I acknowledge, Anji acknowledges, has been rewritten. Do you want to read it?
Yes. Thanks to this ceremony, even the world of truth, the world I acknowledge, has been rewritten. Were they actually friendly towards each other, or did they quarrel all the time like I believe? Doesn't matter. Either way, right here, right now, all of these problems have been resolved. I mustn't believe. This is just Oni-chan's farce. Even though I know that fact, when I watched Dad and the others hugging each other with their teary smiles on their faces, I couldn't help but feel something warm welling up in my eyes.
I won't believe. This is all Oni-chan's farce.
What will you have to... Blah, blah. Oh my god. I don't know how that, I said all of those words at once. What will you have to see? What will you have to hear before you'll let yourself believe?
You know, this is kind of interesting because you start off with Battler being like, I don't believe, I won't give in, magic is not real. And it's like the witch being like, you need to believe, just believe in me, mwahaha. And then now we're at the end where it's the other way around and Battler's like, you have to believe, you've got to believe. And Anji's like, no, I will not. I would never acknowledge the truth. Whatever the truth is.
Well, no, she wants the truth.
But what if this...
not giving it to her.
What if this is actually the truth, and it's just not the truth that she wants to hear?
I mean, the truth she wants to hear is that Ava did everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even in the past chapter we did, they admitted, they were like, yeah, this isn't true. This isn't what happened.
True. Yeah, they did say that.
Red. If you say it with the red truth.
Is everything that can't be said in red a lie?
I won't believe. This is just...
Anji looked at the floor and fell silent. As the Game Master, Battler was able to use the red truth. However, that rule only exists on a witch's game board. In the world of humans, red truth doesn't exist. People see things, hear things, and when they believe that something is worth believing, they accept it as a red truth. Unless Anji accepts it, no kind of truth can become truth. Battler wanted her to realize this. There was no point in using the red truth, a rule of this game, to force the truth on her. Anji would have to use her own power, her own heart, to accept the truth as truth. The decision was Anji's. No one could force her to decide either way. So, there was nothing wrong with Anji declaring this scene to be a farce. But if so, then what about the hot tears dripping down Anji's face? Anji would have to think that through herself, without anyone telling her. After one sniffle and a rub of her eyes, Anji let the 6-year-old version of herself take control of her peace. What followed was a harmonious, fun stretch of time. Beautifully adorned dishes were brought in one after another, and champagne corks were loosened with pleasant sounds. Several small tables were set here and there, each with its own theme. That was where the fun lay in this stand-up buffet party, as the guests wandered from table to table, pondering what they should eat first. This sort of performance was where Goda's genius shone through. The hotel that let him go should have regretted ever having done so. Of course, a stand-up buffet would probably be a tiring affair for the middle-aged, so chairs had been set up as well. However, each time a new dish was brought into the hall, they could get up to look, wandering through the tables whenever they pleased. This way, they could each bump into a new group of people, then mingle elsewhere when that group melted apart. People are interesting. As the members in each group changed, so did the topic of conversation. The bustling Halloween party played out like a colourful kaleidoscope. The origami chains decorating the walls brought back youthful memories. Those would help anyone enjoy themselves like they were kids again. Even to Anji, it was like a dream. She chatted happily with her cousins. She also chatted with her aunts and uncles. Beato showed her several tricks that she called magic. Maria said they were magic, Anji said they were tricks, and the night grew even more lively. The two young girls were so fired up that the adults decided to show some tricks they knew, shocking both of the kids utterly. Eventually, they each started showing tricks to the others, asking if they'd ever seen this one or that one before, and it became a party of magic, just perfect for Halloween. In addition to magic tricks, several quizzes, riddles, and games popped up, reminding everyone of their childhood days. Even the servants who were serving food got dragged into the groups, and the whole hall was filled with chatter. To Anji, young as she was, every single magic trick, quiz, and riddle was an entirely new experience. They stimulated her intellectual curiosity, and she couldn't contain her excitement. Add in the wide variety of delicious foods and drinks she could choose from, and it was like being in a dream. Anji felt a floaty sensation, as though she was walking on a cloud. Anji, did you drink some of this? This is Daddy's drink.
I wanted to try adult grape juice too. So it's okay.
Oh dear.
Your face is looking a little red there. Are you feeling alright?
She only had a bit, so I think she'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'm not a kid.
Anji-chan, drink this one, okay? That stuff your dad drinks is nasty, so don't try any more, got it?
That's right. If you drink bad stuff, you'll end up as a bad adult too.
I'm not gonna be a bad adult. I'm gonna be a princess.
That's right, Anji is our princess.
Yep. She's our family's princess.
I agree. You'd better come over to my house to play sometime. We'll have lots of fun.
Okay, thanks, Aunt Ava. Everyone's being really nice. It almost feels like I've become a real princess. I feel so great I could almost believe that this whole celebration was being held for my sake.
Battler stood outside that group of people. As he watched Anji smiling happily from that distance, he smiled too.
When she smiles like that, she really lives up to her name. It's so sad.
I agree. He really is a smile fit for an angel.
I hope that smile comes from the real Anji, not just the piece.
Even if it doesn't, she's watching this, and she can think through herself.
This game between you and Anji really is overflowing with affection. So much that it's irritatingly slow for me.
And what's wrong with that? There's no one to get in her way. No obstacles or tactics or anything else to worry about.
That's right. This game is no longer a battle.
Now that you mention it, this is cleaning up. Cleaning up after our game.
I'll never be able to make up for the sin I did to her through my careless actions.
We have to take responsibility for our game. We'll make it up for our sins together. That's why we're showing Anji this final game.
Do you think that Anji will be able to use that key the right way?
Of course, I've thought about forcibly dragging her in the direction we think is right.
Such an attempt would probably be meaningless. When you're forced to make a decision, it's hard to accept that it was truly a correct one, no matter how much time passes.
Exactly. Anji has to think and choose for herself. Even if she doesn't make the decision we view as the correct one, I think we should respect it.
You are the game master. I cannot argue with you anymore. I will simply watch on and enjoy this night.
This game is really significant for Anji. But for us, it's kind of like a party after the show.
It's almost time, but are you sure? Anji might get the wrong idea again, right?
He'll be fine. In fact, this is necessary. Just like how you appeared in the way you did, and everyone else too.
Then let us enjoy this final celebration with the others. After all of them have acted their parts so well in this long game.
That instant, the sound of someone clapping for attention rang out.
Your attention, everyone. Please gather. And now for today's special event.
Goda had been the one clapping.
His, chin is so pronounced here. Was it always like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
His shoulders are massive. Goda had been the one clapping. Everyone gathered together, wondering what was going on. On the serving cart in front of him was a large sliced chocolate cake.
Oh, I could do with some chocolate cake right
Stop.
now.
This game. As the highlight of tonight's Halloween party, I have prepared this... What is that?
Sasha taught?
Sasha taught for you all. As you can see, it was made specifically for the Ushiramiya family, and bears the crest of the one-winged eagle in chocolate. The stupendous cake drew a gasp of admiration from all present.
Oh, what a splendid cake! A perfect highlight for the party.
Oh there, Nanja, you've had enough, buddy.
It's...
Oh no, it's not just the cake. Tonight's cake has a little secret. Master, I ask that you explain the secret to everyone.
Very well. This is a bit of a game. One slice of this cake will be used to select the winner.
It's an almond in it! It's got an almond in it!
Anji shouted happily. Kinzo looked at her and nodded.
In just one slice of this cake, there is a single almond. The one who chooses that piece shall become tonight's king.
Whoa! It's been a long time since I played the King's game.
I'm guessing the subject matter was a bit different when you played it.
Ha 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 ha. So, what happens to the person who becomes the king?
The king gets to name one wish. Then we shall try to grant it together.
Ooh. Sounds interesting.
Ooh! Kings are boys. Girls can't be kings.
If a girl wins, they get to become the princess.
Oh no, you used the P word.
The almond! The one with the almond wins. Right?
That's right. You're incredible, Anji.
In times like this, luck can tell you something about a man. Can't let myself lose now.
Hold up there. Let's let the smallest kids choose first. Good idea. Anji-chan, you can go first.
Hey, you're the big cousin now, Maria. Let Anji-chan go first.
Ooh! But what if Auntie wins? Ooh! I am gonna win! The almond wins! The almond wins!
It seems we old fogies must hope that leftovers are lucky today. If we're going by age, I guess that means Kinzo's last.
But weren't you 1,000 years old?
No!
Everyone burst out laughing. Her real age was unknown, but she claimed to be 19 years old. In front of Anji lay a large cake split into several pieces. Just one of those pieces was the winner. Well then, Anji-sama, which piece would you like? Whichever you choose, it will be ever so delicious.
No way. I only want the winning one.
Well then, you'll have to try and guess the right on the first shot. Go ahead, pick one. Battler pushed Anji's small back towards the table with the cake.
Which one should I take?
The chocolate cake was cut into 15 pieces.
I want to pick the one with the almond to become the princess. One of them has an almond. Which should it be? Which could it be? I get to choose first, but it sort of feels unfair. I mean, it is, isn't it? My chances of getting the right one are 1 in 15. There's no way I'll get it. And then, when Maria One-chan goes after me, she has a 1 in 14 chance of picking the winner. The next person has a 1 in 13 chance, then a 1 in 12 chance, and the last person will win for sure. Oni-chan, this isn't fair. It's harder for the person who goes first.
Everyone laughed. Apparently there was something wrong with Anji's calculations.
Apparently there was something wrong with my calculations, but I still didn't like it.
And then let us start this contest of luck with Anji-sama. Please, feel free to make your selection.
Okay. If I have to pick one out of so many, there's no way I'll win. But for some reason tonight, it feels like I might actually win after all. I have no reason for feeling this way, but when I'm in a good mood, Lady Luck always brings me fortune.
Have you decided yet?
Yeah. I've decided. Thus, this one is the winner. I concentrated on my fingertip and I pointed at one of the 15 slices. The slice I chose was...
Oh,
Choose a slice.
What? We get to pick?
You better not let Anji down now.
Oh no! Wait,
I
wait,
wanna
wait,
eat
okay.
this so
Are they all the
bad.
same color? Mm.
I want to eat this cake.
I don't know. Oh, does it actually have? Is it just like random? Is it? Why are they making us choose?
Oh, if you get a bad choice, you get the bad ending. You better watch out.
Is it actually like that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Is this? You know how you were saying it's gonna be different?
Yeah, this is what I meant.
So we literally just pick through all of the slices of cake.
No, you pick a slice and then, yeah, you'll see.
Go over to the. I either want to do like, so go left 3.
This one,
I either want to do that one or I want to do it's like
opposite.
go down 2. Yeah, either that one
So
or that
one
one.
of
Yeah.
these two. Well, you've only got one slice. Can't have 2 slices to yourself.
Right or left, right or left, right or left. Oh, oh.
How much are like Woolies chocolate mug cakes nowadays?
They're too expensive. Oh my goodness. You used to be able to get them for like $5.
Oh yeah, I haven't had one in ages. I used to buy them all the time.
I like them. They do some interesting things to my stomach, but like a Woolies mud cake, a chocolate mud cake like that's been in the fridge. So good. Mm, let's. What one would you pick?
I'd pick like one of these because they look bigger just because of perspective.
Let's go with the
So you
one
wanna
on
flip a coin,
the
or-
right. That's your
One
left.
on the right?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm not sure at all, but
Are you sure?
it looks golden.
This is
so we'll do it for
Anji's
the
princess
gold.
title.
Did
on
you
the line.
get her princess title then when you picked the closest
I'm
pieces?
not going to say anything right now.
Oh my goodness.
Are you sure this is what you want? This golden piece?
Go back to the left one. It's also gold. Uh,
Pressure.
Pressure is too great.
Flip a coin. Heads for left,
no,
tails
we'll
for
go.
right.
We'll go with the right one.
You going for it?
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll just go to
I'm clicking
make
it
a
right
choice.
now. Ah, I can't believe you chose this one.
This one.
This one? Are you sure?
Wait, do they let us choose again?
I've made up my mind. I want this one. When he asked me whether I was sure, I felt a little uneasy. Still, at times like this, it's better to stick with your instincts. It was one of the few bits of philosophy that this young girl had learned from her life experiences, though they be few.
Gerda took the chosen slice, put it on a plate with a fork, and handed it to Anji.
I go next. Ooh, which one should I take?
It was Maria's turn next. She was excited, determined to be the winner.
I walked away from that group all by myself. I was struck by a temptation to quickly cut open the cake and check for the almond inside. However, I stopped myself. If I check my piece first, my chance of winning is 1 in... But
Anji! It doesn't change!
She's little. She doesn't know.
However, if I wait for some other people to check their slices, then when I see that they've lost, my chances will go up, if only slightly.
Although, admittedly, every time I used this kind of logic as a kid, it worked better for me.
Really?
And, like, if I had just, like, ripped the band-aid off and, like, check first, it was always, like, unlucky.
Ooh.
There's some power to waiting.
In other words, instead of searching for the almond right away, my chances will go up if I wait for some other people to lose. But if someone picks a winner while I'm sitting around here, the chances of my slice being a winner will go to 0. Just do a Beato. Still pillage and plunder. It'll be tough to calculate the right moment. I'd need to wait just long enough for as many losers to show up as possible. My chances of winning are highest if I can check my piece immediately before someone else wins.
I really want cake now. Are we going to be spending like
Please.
this whole time looking at cake? You should have let me know. I could have got one from the shops.
Yeah, that's the trick to winning this game.
It's still Anji.
I'm trying to figure out if it's grown-up Anji or baby Anji. Because we're in the
It's
purple
Anji
realm.
regardless. Doesn't really matter.
Alright. What a strange thought. It feels like I'm missing something. Even though no one else can touch the cake that's sitting in front of me. The almond inside it will appear or disappear, depending on whether or not the other people win or lose.
What is that? What is that logic?
Magic? Oh, it's the cat box. I was in such a good mood that I felt dizzy, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my theory. But I did realize that something was strange. There is always just one truth inside a cat box. No matter what happens outside the box, it shouldn't be able to shake the truth inside. And yet, I'm being shaken about by events outside the cat box, trying to use those to change the way I observe the box's contents. I don't even know what I'm saying. Another me inside me is trying to say that, but
It's too hard for me to understand. I feel like I'm drifting. I got so cheery and excited that even though I'm not sleepy, my mind feels hazy. Maybe it's because I drank Dad's adult drink. In the end, even though I chose the first piece, I decided to check it last. After I've seen that everyone else has lost, my chances of winning will be 100%. I tried to find the contradiction in my thinking, but I didn't really get it, so I stopped. It's much better to have 100% chance than a 1 in 15 one, so I decided to do that. I couldn't wait to open this precious treasure chest, but I waited for everyone else to choose their pieces and check them.
how is it going? Has anyone found a winner?
Ooh! Mine didn't have one!
I lost too. Guess I'll have to give up on being the princess.
Even if you lose, this
Oh, say it again.
such a thought.
I think it's Sasha taught, but I don't know. It depends if it's Italian or French.
Well, assume Italian.
If it's Italian, then it would be
dangerous.
like you would pronounce the CH, I think.
Like such or such?
I think it would be Sacerdote.
Such a thought. Really is beautiful and delicious. It's such a good decoration, it's almost a shame to eat it.
How about you? Got the almond?
No, not me either. What about you, Hideyoshi Nissan? Nissan? We just called him Big Sister.
Mine's a loser too. Looks like I've used up all my luck with my company and my wife.
What exactly do you mean by that?
What about you, Dr. Nager?
I'm checking it now. Games like this can truly be fun every now and then.
I just imagine him with like a scalpel, like carefully dissecting this little cake.
Indeed. Sometimes a simple test of luck, without any strategy or tactics, can be quite entertaining. What about you, Beato?
Where's the liar who said leftovers would be lucky?
What about you, Anji? Was there an almond in yours?
I'm checking now.
Oh, you still haven't touched yours.
I've been following my own personal probability theory, but I didn't think I could explain it well to Oni-chan, so I didn't mention it to him. I wonder if there's an almond in here. If I win, I'll be tonight's princess. I'll be happy if I win, but even if I don't, it'll still be a really fun night, so that's okay. It got put on hold when this cake game started, but before then, everyone was having a lot of fun trading tricks, quizzes, and riddles. This game is fun too, but I want to play that again soon. Huh?
What's up, Anji? Oh?
I lifted up that tiny thing with my fork and stared at it, then showed it to my brother. This is an almond, right?
Whoa! Anji got it! That's awesome!
Lucky.
Lucky?
At the same time, a stir rose up in the other corner of the room.
I got one. I won. Oh?
Oh, so Ava won.
My! Congratulations, Ava-sama.
What?
That's wrong! I won! Mine had the almond! I held the almond high and shouted across the room. The crowd around Ava split and everyone stared at me surprised. I was surprised too. The thing in her hand was, without a doubt, an almond.
What the heck? What's going on here?
Goda, there seem to be 2 almonds. So are they both winners?
But that shouldn't have.
Does that mean that one of the 2 winners made a mistake?
Auntie Summers is clearly an almond. How about your end, Canon-kun?
Ava Summers is clearly an almond.
Then it seems that they both win.
Master.
What an odd occurrence. What's all this, Goda?
Well, it seems we've had a little mistake. Perhaps they should do rock, paper...
Come now, don't be stingy. It just means that 2 almonds have appeared to signify the queen and the princess.
Precisely. Let's have them both be winners.
Well, but... Goda was hesitant. Actually, he had prepared a single special dessert for the king. It had been decorated in a way that made it hard to split for 2 people. So it wasn't convenient for there to be 2 kings. When Ava heard Goda mumbling something to this effect, she shrugged and laughed.
In that case, let's have Auntie-chan be the princess.
The princess? I'm the princess?
I'll be your attendant. That works, right?
Of course it worked.
Haji had been worried that Ava would be declared the winner since she had spoken up first, so she hadn't even dreamed that Ava would give it up to her.
But are you sure? You won too.
It's okay, I get to be your attendant. Come, princess, what do you wish? What wish do you want granted? Let's hear it.
I've already chosen my wish.
Oh, and what is it? You won't tell your aunt? Oh dear.
I want this fun time to keep on going. Forever. The young me spoke for the desire in my heart. But what we were doing before this was fun, so I like to keep doing it. I get the feeling that the nuance has changed. Still, that was unmistakably my wish.
What we were doing before this? Oh, you mean those tricks and quizzes?
Yeah.
Then let's do this. Listen up, everyone. This is an order from your princess. Remember how much fun we were having earlier? Let's all entertain Anji-chan with tricks and quizzes.
Hold up there. I've already used up all my magic tricks.
Then let's do quizzes and riddles.
So, we just need to entertain Anji-chan with quizzes.
We can all present quizzes for our princess to enjoy.
I see. Understood.
Yes, how intriguing. Then, Anji, let us do it this way. Everyone will give you a quiz or a riddle, and you can try to solve them. Each time you succeed, I will give you a medal.
A medal?
He probably means some sort of commemorative medallion. If you get a lot of puzzles right, you get a lot of medals.
Just gathering medals is a tad boring, don't you think?
Yes, depending on the number of medals you collect, I shall give you a fantastic present. Well, do you suddenly feel fired up?
It sounds amazing. So there's even a prize. Isn't that great, Auntie?
Yeah! Everyone gathered around me, smiling, as they thought about what sort of puzzle they'd give. They were all thinking about me so that they can play with me. Just the feel of having that all to myself almost made me explode with joy at becoming the princess.
This is cute music, though.
And then the next chapter, dubstep, death and murders. How was your slice? Did it taste good?
It You know how like they're technically all pieces and it's just the
Yeah.
players whoever like do the pieces have like a conscious to them?
Within the game world, yeah, but not like outside.
Because do they kind of know sort of that they're in a game? But just when she was like, I want to stay like this forever, and it was saying like the atmosphere kind of changed a little bit. Because technically they've been stuck there for a very long time.
Well, to be honest, I was just taking that as though like they had been doing this thing that was fun, but after like different atmosphere changes, it wasn't quite the same. Like you couldn't exactly go back to that time
Yes.
because it's like being forced back in. Like I'm sure they're like happy to do it. It's just,
Yeah.
like, it's not as natural. And so
Yeah.
things aren't going to be quite the same.
So I guess it sort of like ran its course as well.
Yeah, that's just how I interpreted it. You could be right in how you took it there.
There's all this talk of like wanting good things to last for forever, but they're like, isn't that how they got stuck there in the first place?
I mean, it's definitely a call back to like the overall
Or-
story of
Yeah. All the previous games.
And then there were none.
Goodness. Just fade to black. Then have like the sound of the ocean.
Seagulls. Alright, so after this we've got our quiz party, I guess.
With cake slices?
No, they all just like took their slices and left. Actually, what do you think about that?
The cake slice picking. Did it actually?
2 almonds.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking if Ava won with this particular game and the way the world is set up, I was like, if she won, does that mean she would have, like, her wish might have been like, Angie, I want you to come and visit me, because she seems like very doting on her.
Who knows?
I don't
Maybe
know.
if you'd picked a different slice, we would have gotten a different answer.
What was your what happened when you picked yours?
The same thing.
Oh my goodness.
So basically, it doesn't matter what you
It
pick.
doesn't matter. It's just
But
to make you.
do you think there's a reason for that though? No
Maybe
matter which
to-
piece you get.
Try and like understand her frame of logic.
Well, Angie's.
Yeah.
I just mean like, how could there be 2 pieces, 2 almonds?
Well, I don't know how they actually technically got 2 almond pieces in there, but I was thinking
Yes,
in-
no one does.
Oh my goodness. Someone could have cheated. I don't know. Magic. I was thinking it was like they were the two winners because they're the two survivors.
Well, yeah, that would be a. That's kind of the point, I guess.
Yes. Is this just me stating the obvious?
Well, I'm talking about the simplest stuff. Like, can you give me a reason, explanation to the two almonds? Like, I, at first, just assumed like they had cut the almond in half when they cut the cake.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe Goda just put 2 almonds in, or maybe Battler put an almond in. Who knows?
You know what? The person who put the almond is probably Kumasawa. She's the one who's like,
Kumasawa, yeah, she was laughing.
She was laughing the whole time.
Look at this chaos I've created.
She really is like the true like chaos bringer. Well, I'm sorry. I
She's
just
the
looked at the
prankster.
waveforms and I am like way too close to the mic.
It's fine.
Good luck putting that together and all of a sudden
Alright,
it's like
I lower yours to like -4.
It's only in
And
this
then raise
this
mine to
section.
4.
The rest was fine. I was trying to keep an eye
Oh,
on
I
it.
do it regardless. Alright. Should we leave it there then?
Yes, I think so. That was a good one.
I really want cake.
Me too. Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake.